Oh, we made it to Darwin.
Finally, we got here. No small amount of effort.
Yeah.
Leaving Roper Bar was pretty interesting because on our way in, which would be last episode, we saw a sign that said 300 and something kilometres to next fuel, and somebody had come past with a black rattle can of paint and crossed it out and written 600. And we were like, oh wow, I don't know if my tank does 600. I've never tested the limits of my tank, but the book says they've got fuel in Roper Bar. They did not have fuel in Roper Bar.
It's another 8 a.m. start. We are in Roper Bar. Everything's blending into one, we're going so fast. We've still got issues with the license plate. We're hoping to go to Mataranka, and then Harry's going to knock something out before we go onto the main roads. And then we should get signal there so we can figure out what we can do.
I need some engine oil too.
Yeah. They told him at the mechanics that he may have a problem with his bike drinking oil, and it's...
Thirsty girl.
Definitely true. So we've got to hope that it doesn't cause issues going all the way to Catherine, which is about 300 kilometres away. 117 to Mataranka, where we can get fuel, and a hot springs. So that's really nice. Let's get going anyway.
Let's crack on.
We should go check out Roper Bar. So on the left, you've got freshwater river. On the right, you've got tidal seawater. And this road just goes up to some Aboriginal communities up that way. So you can't go through onto anywhere that way. You turning around? Okay, to Mataranka for some different kind of water. The road claims another victim in the form of my GoPro mic thing. That's okay. We can get another one. A better one. Can we get a better one?
Medium on?
Yeah.
I've got the old bendy, I've got one of the old bendy ones in my kit.
Doesn't sound better. Alright, let's go. Let's make the next green light. I've always said when you're at traffic lights you should wait for the fourth green. The first...
Is that well known, you say?
That's just my mantra for life. Not the first, not the second, not the third, the fourth. Hasn't steered me wrong yet. Well, actually, in fact here, because I forgot my own rule and I was trying to get the first green, that's why I've broken my media mod. If I'd have stuck with my rule, I'd still have a media mod.
Uh-oh. I was already on reserve. That's one way of doing things.
You're already on reserve. Oh, is it down?
My right side was, my left side wasn't.
You want to go in front?
Okay, let me try the old tilt method, see if I can get another couple of Ks out of it.
We were never worried, were we? We had confidence. So we've stopped at Mataranka for our morning coffees, and Harry is now trying to resolve the issue of the license plate, which I think is going to be a really big issue. He's on the phone with Service New South Wales to see what can he do. Let's see. Here's another good one for you. We sat down, bought some oil, and somehow in the time that we've been waiting, 2 hours, that we've been trying to sort out Harry's issues, the oil has disappeared. So he's just bought another one. It's just becoming one of those days. That's good, we're still smiling. Harry's still on hold. So 3 hours later, we are still trying to figure out what on earth we're going to do about these plates. Harry's over there trying to talk to a policeman. We've called everywhere. Australia has a ridiculous policy that they will not reissue plates except to an address where you, in New South Wales, where you will physically pick them up with your own ID. So if, for example, we ever lose the plates abroad, tough luck. They're not going to send out any replacements. Which would mean you could never cross any more borders. We cannot change the registration to Northern Territories, which would mean we could pick up plates here because we don't live in the Northern Territory. We cannot get someone else to pick it up because we have to show them our ID. We cannot, cannot. We're giving up. We're gonna go and chill out somewhere else and think about this problem later. Maybe it'll go away. Maybe the problem will just stop. Okay, the good part of the day. Just heading down to Mataranka Thermal Spring to relax, very briefly. Now there are crocs around here, but there's plenty of people and they're quite shy, so I think we'll be all right. What do you think of the thermal pool?
Oh, it's a great way of just relaxing away your problems. Just pretend they don't exist for a bit and away they go.
What's our plan for the afternoon?
We live here now.
We live here. That's good.
Plan for the afternoon, I think, is, I don't know if there's any towns between Katherine and Darwin. We could just keep powering through to Darwin.
In between Katherine and Darwin, yes, is Pine Creek.
Okay, so we could just go up the main motorway.
Yeah.
Aim for there so we can go and have breakfast in Darwin and then a full day of problem sorting.
Yeah.
Getting new plates and paying the processing fee for an urgent new, whatchamacallit?
All right, new carnet.
Urgently getting a new carnet, yeah.
Sure, do that.
Then it'll match my new plates. I don't have to worry about being naughty, and then there's no longer a 21-day waiting period. They can hand them out straight away.
And how do they hand them out?
I just hand them over the counter to me.
Just to who? How do you get them?
Oh, that's another question. I might be able to authorise somebody to get them for me, so that might also skip the need for flying to Sydney.
That's a good one.
I might be able to authorise somebody else to pick them up.
Seaway, it's a problem-solving pool.
It's a problem-solving pool.
Yeah. Things just seem better when you're in the pool.
Solving problems as they drown.
I know. Why is it so deep?
What are your thoughts about the new plan?
I like it. I like it. It's
This is a beautiful place.
It's so nice. It's so nice.
Sorry.
Even if we're only going to be here for 10 minutes and then we're going to go back on the road. Wonderful place to chill out.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be ridiculously hot. I was a bit worried. But actually it's just a lovely temperature.
Yeah.
So after our restorative 5 minutes in the pool, ow, we're back on the road and I made a big mistake. I haven't worn shoes and it's just metal jammy things. So the restorative nature has been...
Oh no, I feel fully restored.
with your shoes on.
I feel fantastic. Yeah, mostly because I've got shoes.
Perfect. No double rooms, so we each have a single.
It was an awesome day, really awesome day.
I'm not so sure it was an awesome day. I think it was problematic.
Yeah, this is my favourite thing. Like stuck there going, how are we going to do this when we've got to be there and we've got to pick that up in person, you've got to sign this and you're there and I'm in the wrong state. And the like stress of waiting on hold and getting frustrated. And it's, for some reason, I end up invigorated and enjoying those days. Whereas if it's like, we've got to get here and do this thing and we get there and do that thing, I'm like, well, that sucked. You don't agree?
No, I disagree. I think it was not an ideal day. We had to change some of our plans, and we still haven't really got or we've got a solution, but we are still working towards that solution. So tomorrow is going to be taken up doing a lot of work for that. So, yeah, another early night.
So we weren't able to give Kakadu a crackadoo, but
Yeah.
we'll come back and
See you guys.
wackadoo to crackadoo.
Thank you. Last morning. We've got about 200 kilometres to go today. I had a good night's sleep. How was yours in your room?
Yeah, I'm just been struggling for the last couple of weeks with allergies, so sleeping is really difficult because just not able to breathe much. I've heard breathing is a somewhat important part of living. Ready to hit the road though.
Good. 200 k's to Darwin, so we'll get there, we'll regroup over coffee, and we've got a lot to do today. Let's get moving.
Let's do it.
Another beautiful day.
Hello, it's me again with the DR650s. I was hoping you might be able to put some 2 new rear tyres on them and also take a look at mine, which seems like it's drinking oil. I think it is, but I could be being stupid.
Alright, so just get it over here and we'll go from there.
Awesome. All right, thanks so much.
Anyway.
Cheers. Bye.
So what's our plan?
Plan is, I think, first we've got to go to the hostel because we can't leave the bikes. We've got to dump and decant all of our gear. So we've got to go to the hostel just pretty much to take off panniers, boxes, and leave it all there.
Yep.
Hostel, dump all of our stuff, mechanic, have a chat with him as well. See what we can do.
But it sounds very positive. So he's recommending actually don't do the work, just keep feeding oil, and the bike's going fine.
Yeah, it's got a reasonable amount of power. I don't have to do it, and so I can wait. And then if it does suddenly start to get bad or blow smoke or something like that, maybe I'll have to drop into a proper Suzuki dealership somewhere in Asia.
Okay, coffee done. We have a plan. Let's hit the next stop, which is our hostel, who have some docks that they've been looking after for us. Oh, all the motorcycle parking is already taken.
Hello.
You don't know us, but we
know you.
Oh!
And I'm definitely videoing you two guys.
Yeah.
So we've been watching you guys on YouTube, obviously.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And we've got our own channel, and you were one of the major reasons why Jackie's
But I
riding.
started riding.
So Jackie was riding the XR200, the old farm bike. And
Lovely. Yeah, but now on the, what am I on now? WR250R.
Oh, fantastic
beautiful.
bike,
I
yeah.
was toying with that one for this trip.
But I just fell off and fractured 4 ribs, so we're going to Bali for 3 weeks, and I've already had 3 weeks off the bike.
So you've ridden up here? Yeah, from Melbourne.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's
Wow.
So when
The
do
guy
you
we're
get
riding
off
with's got a
the
DR,
bike?
and he goes, look at those two great bikes, and I went,
ship's just been
I don't know who they are. And you pulled over, I said, come on, we're going up.
Yeah.
You guys started your...
This one's drinking oil and lost
Yeah,
its license.
we're just about to put them onto the container ship, or I'm putting mine on the container ship today.
Yep.
He has lost his license plate, so he needs to re-register the bike, get a new carnet.
The joys of travelling.
It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Super exciting. Arrived at our hostel and our carnets are here. Of course, that's good for me. Harry's still got work to do on his, but yay! We now have to attach they give you an Australian little oval, so I now have to attach that to my bike. But yeah, it's awesome. The guy has taken in the bike. He's going to change my tyre and give us a call when that's done. So we're going to run to the post office to do our next set of jobs while he's doing that. I feel like a real traveller. I'm at the post restaurant. Just picking up the luggage that we forwarded for our flight. Update from the shippers.
Yep, so Tamaki from Seva's gotten back to us. She says, "Hi Harry, sorry to hear about your number plate. So far, unfortunately, shipping line hasn't announced any vessel details ex-Darwin to Dili in July, so you can go ahead and sort this out. We may arrange shipment ex-Darwin via Singapore to Dili, not sure yet."
So, catch you up on something that we got some bad news a few weeks ago that said that our scheduled departure, which we were due to drop the bikes off for a deadline tomorrow, for a shipping date of the 23rd of June. We got told 2 weeks ago that that was cancelled, and they now do not know when the next ship out to Dili is going to be, which is what Tamaki's talking about there, who's our freight forward contact. So I'm hoping that we can drop off my bike today with them to take, so that that's at least done, but we have no idea when they're actually going to go, when they're actually going to leave Darwin. So it was a really bad thing, bit bad news, but it's kind of become a bit of a good news, sort of, because Harry couldn't have made the departure anyway because of the issue with his license plate. So if the ship had have been going, we'd have been in this really awful situation of my bike being able to be shipped on the right boat and Harry's bike not being shipped on the right boat.
Which Liz would probably get pretty cranky at me for.
Well, I think it's just a nightmare situation, isn't it? So it's worked out probably for the better, but we just have no idea when we're actually going to get to do the next leg. So it's all about patience in this post-COVID world. Morning. I'm just packed up. Oh, bike is hiding. Just packed up to take the bike to the port. Harry cannot take his yet because of the license plate, so he's got a very lovely mechanic to look after it for us while we're away, and we'll sort it out on our way back. But yeah, so hopefully I put all my stuff in my panniers. Hopefully they won't mind taking that as well. I don't know how strict they are in ports. We'll see. I've just dropped my bike off with "There is no sign here." There is no sign anywhere. PJs or A&L Logistics, who are the guys we're traveling with. Oh, they've been so nice. They're even going to give me a lift back to Darwin. I wasn't looking forward to getting an Uber or trying to find an taxi of some kind to bring me back from this kind of quiet port. So yeah, job done. I'm now back to sort out our airport. Woo. So that's us in Darwin. We still have a lot of loose ends. We have not managed to export either bike. Harry's still got to wait for his bike to be re-registered and get a new license plate shipped out. It ended up being really fortunate that our boat has been cancelled, so we're in complete limbo. We have no idea when the next boat's going to leave Darwin. We're going to be in the UK for the next couple of weeks, going to visit my family. So hopefully by the time we come back, we will have a plan. But yeah, there's going to be a bit of a gap in between this episode and our next one, because we're not going to be riding the bikes. We're not going to be in Dili.
I'm still not sure how to be honest and reasonable about my travel beard growth, because, you know, do I trim it back? Do I let it keep growing? Do I start again? You know, that's my major difficulty at this stage.
Your travel beard.
My travel beard, yeah.
Yeah, if you like this episode, it may be the last one you see for a while. I mean, we haven't uploaded these yet, so we're a bit behind. So I'm not sure how these are going to come out in timing wise. You guys may be waiting a couple of weeks. You guys we might stagger it so they come out straight away. We just don't know right now. But if you subscribe, then you will know exactly when the next episode comes out.
And that'd kind of ruin the surprise a bit, so I recommend you don't subscribe.
I would love it if you would subscribe.
It pops up and you're like, oh, there's an episode. I had no idea because I wasn't subscribed and I hadn't pressed the bell.
I hope all of you have a lovely week, and we will see you
I also
in the next
hope
episode.
that and you unsubscribe, not become an escort and go for it.
Bye.
Liz, how's the editing going? Is this a good editing environment?